You're decently okay at the sneaking thing, so let's see how this goes.
There they are, up ahead.
What is it with bad guys and not watching the actual door? Not occur to her to tell you, oh yeah, we look like food.
She isn't making it easy.
Not a lie. You are reckless enough. Let's see what Sebastian needs. Again. Pretty sure it had something to do with the book. You know that he probably shouldn't have been reading.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so distracted by the scriptorium and Slytherin's book that I'd almost forgotten what it was that had struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing, but let's not draw their attention.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
You're decently okay at the sneaking thing, so let's see how this goes.
There they are, up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Oh,
Ranrock's loyalists are out for blood.
yeah, and there's quite a few of them. Hopefully, you can get around them without being noticed. As long as none of them are looking your way, this should be relatively easy. You should be thankful it's quiet.
This is going well.
We make a good team.
Don't jinx
We
us.
do at that.
Saying, don't jinx us. So far, so good.
Once again, we could fight our way through, or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose?
I know. So we're gonna do the opposite.
Correct. Less of a chance of being spotted.
Perhaps we can find an alternate route up ahead.
Sneaking around has its appeal.
That was the idea. No choice, spiders. Everything has to
We're
have
making
spiders.
quick progress.
Shh. Being sneaky.
He cannot hear you.
I know he can't hear me.
Revelio.
What is it with bad guys and not watching the actual door?
We should just be glad that they do not watch it.
Like, do they just not realize that somebody might go around them?
Silent as a grave.
That's the
For
idea.
better or for worse, we're in.
Alright. At least you made it in before you
This
messed
mine
up.
looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
So of course we're gonna go traipsing through a
You
tomb.
don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
Heh. Oh, we're noticed.
I won't rest until you're dead.
Nice. Oh,
Make you
a little.
how childish. Let's get it. You are postponing the inevitable.
There we go. There you
How
go.
many of Ranrock's loyalists are in here?
Jeez.
Too many.
Too many.
They definitely think there's something here they want.
Leviosa. Accio. Guardium Leviosa. Leviosa.
There we go.
It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
I'm with him on that. Oh, another one-way trip.
Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Confringo.
Oh. Oh, I don't do spiders.
That bridge has seen better days.
Yet, here we are,
Reparo.
dealing with spiders.
You won't let that go, will you?
That was easy. Oh. No. That felt a little like cheating. Nice.
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's loyalists have all but declared war.
Lumos.
Lumos.
Confringo.
Lumos.
Lumos.
It's over here. Ooh. Treasure is always nice. These things are not.
Lumos.
Oh. Another chest. Kind of everywhere down here.
Revelio. Guardium Leviosa. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
There we go. Just nope.
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction.
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
Such arrogance. try.
Oh, jeez. Jeez.
I will make it. It's too easy. There you are.
Great. I think I gotta show up after.
We're not finished yet.
Oh,
It's almost as if they were waiting.
don't say stuff like that. Ooh.
Incendio. Incendio.
Ooh. They seem to really like you. Oh, jeez. Ugh.
Certainly cleared the room.
You're not a bad chap for a Slytherin.
For a Ravenclaw, you certainly have a lot to learn.
Hey.
Revelio.
Confringo.
Found it. Ah.
Now, a rune symbol above the cavern door.
Monarch's loyalists never knew to look for it.
Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Confringo.
No.
I wouldn't be surprised to find a couple more rune symbols.
Okay.
Wasn't expecting that.
Let's see what's going on down here. The world floated back to me as if in a watery haze. How long have I been unconscious? I only remember his eyes. Empty. Empty of sorrow, yes, but also. I recall feeling a sense of euphoria as I watched the pain vanish. Then everything started to turn. When I fell, I must have hit my head. I neither feel nor see a mark, but the pain is throbbing. I can only hope it is not the Black Death.
What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isidora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
Revelio.
Huh.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isidora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isidora and Percival Rackham, another of the Keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
His are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isidora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts. And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit.
Well, that was a short trek.
Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Marrenweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins.
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely what I'm saying. Unbelievable.
That went well. Just saying, that went well.
I do not know your definition of well, but it could have gone worse.
I hope Professor Fitzgerald has confirmed what she needed to. I have to complete the next trial as soon as I can.
Hopefully she's got some good news.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As
Convenient.
you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. We'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Enjoy more sneaking around.
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
I mean, he's helped you out so far. So it seems the professor's a bit busy. Might as well help out your friend.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realised that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
Well done. You certainly know what you were doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here.
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are.
Really cool that dragons are eternal.
There she is, above us. She did make it home safely.
And very
good.
aggressive.
It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
Well, you guys kind of broke that off
When?
in the fight. Oh.
Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
Yeah, that's why we kind of need to put it back, right? Before she sees us and attempts to eat you.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays that way. At least until we've done what we came to do.
Confringo!
There you go.
I wonder how many they brought to capture. At least 10 usually.
There she is again.
She's breathtaking.
From a distance.
From a very far distance.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it would make sense if it would take at least 10 poachers to wrangle her in, because she looks like she would put up a fight. And char a few of them while she's at it.
Probably more than a few.
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
Why are we wondering this now?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us.
That information would have been very nice to know when we started walking
Watch your
this way.
step.
That occurred to her to tell you, oh yeah, we look like food.
She must have been starved to pick off a grapehorn.
Or just raring for a fight.
I vote the second option.
Well, there's no
Do we have a plan?
Wait here. I'll run ahead.
Whenever you're ready, I'll run over here.
I'll draw her attention. Follow when it's safe.
A good thing you have that. Considering you can't figure out where you're going.
Watch out! It's her domain. Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
Oh, she isn't making it easy.
Oh, it's a good thing you learned that skill. Come on.
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm if you ask me.
Were you expecting a warm welcome?
I don't suppose she'd listen to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that.
Then the poachers made her angry. Now you get to deal with it. That's some really good aim she's got there.
Get to that opening below her.
Working on it.
If we can get to the nest.
We're trying, Poppy.
Look, underneath her. I think we're close.
Ooh.
She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
There's the nest. We're almost there.
Jeez.
Why is every bridge here broken?
Repair it.
I'm thinking she was a bit grouchy.
Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
Hopefully.
That was brilliant! And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it, and we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntowl Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless
what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl. How could I have been so blind?
Hopefully everything's okay.
We should speak with Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
Alright.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Very well. I'll speak with them. See what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
I mean, her mother's just worried. It's allowed to be worried.
Of course, Natty brings that out in others.
You guys are going after some pretty dangerous men.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Well, considering there's only those two gentlemen probably up on another floor.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Miss Rabe, we do hope you will reconsider helping us with our banking needs. We've given you ample time to reach a decision on your own, but we are beginning to lose our patience. We know your husband would appreciate it if you were to see the value in our working together. Shall we expect a response by week's end?
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Those that go to Azkaban never had a chance in the first place.
Hi.
Please tell me you didn't take it, but perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I would like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right, but we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man, but even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
So far, so good. It sounds like he's mostly doing just straight up extortion, which is bad. No ifs, ands, or buts, that's bad.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again. But do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty. It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Of course.
Natty must be around here somewhere.
And maybe the outside part of it.
Revelio.
Oh no.
Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Just ignore him for now.
Revelio. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Here. Hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
And quietly.
Revelio. I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
Good call.
bait. Someone's coming for her. We ought to just kill her.
Arlo says her friend would be reckless enough. He wants them alive.
Not a lie. You are reckless enough.
Just keep an eye out.
Lower Hosfield needs some stocks after Howard.
Sure.
My mother used to always say, a clear head makes way for a clear path. I don't know what your path is.
I don't want to work with goblins. Not now, not ever. Rookwood's gone mad. I know there's a
Nope.
Hogsmeade laser. They're in some trouble. They need to be reminded that we're still running things.
Now, come on.
When we're done here, I'm going straight to the Hogshead. Or perhaps I'll just go now.
Not my fault if a customer skips the fine print and I have to break a few bones. Hey! I ought to pay.
Okay, I didn't notice.
Nuisance when supplies run low, though. Always makes me nervous when our stocks aren't brimming.
I don't know.
Miss, a payment with me.
That way? Oh.
Revelio.
I don't mind breaking a few bones if there's a few galleons in it for me.
Lucas, don't tell us.
Anyone?
It's his fault for being back here by himself.
There's been nothing but trouble. About time we locked her up.
He know the lies and falsehoods no one's mightier and Rockwood.
Hey.
Lucas, don't tell us.
Okay.
Let's finish this job and be done with it. Waste of time, this isn't.
One up there is a problem.
What?
How did I get mixed up in this? Doing Rookwood's work for him? Got my eye on some nearby hamlets.
Let's see. Underneath is the only thing I can think of.
Be on the lookout for the girl's friend. If they're daft enough to try to come through here.
He says as you're sneaking underneath.
Revelio.
I hope Rookwood knows what he's doing.
It's been a bit grim,
But,
I won't deny, but the tides will turn for us soon.
Revelio.
Everyone in our house shudders at this news, and right very so.
Ooh. So close. Ooh.
Hey.
Or maybe the spawn of ill choices made along the way.
I broke every traveling vendor that's passed through here.
Okay.
They never see it coming.
Okay, so far so good. Let's see how well this goes.
We should speak to her again.
Ooh.
Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing. The boss will deal with her when he arrives. Mustn't overlook Felcroft. Plenty to be had there.
I met at Hogsmeade later. Stir up some trouble. They need to be reminded that we're still running things.
Let's see if either one of them move.
That was the plan.
Go, go,
The
go,
girl's
go,
friend
go.
won't come looking for
Whoa.
her. Too dangerous. We're wasting our time.
You're really not. I mean, only one here, man.
Mr. Tell us.
When we're done here, I'm going straight.
Natty must be here somewhere.
None of you heard anything. There she is.
Revelio.
Hi.
Mr. Rabe? Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend Natty.
Revelio.
They must have blocked by something.
Mr. Abe's wand could be in there.
There it is. There we go.
Mr. Abe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back.
Okay. Give him his wand, then y'all get out of there.
Mr. Abe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Will we now?
Very well. But be careful.
Well, yeah.
Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Oh, we're fighting our way out now?
Every traveling vendor that's passed through here, they never see it coming.
Mr. Tallis.
These two never moved, and he's currently drinking. Makes this easier. Ooh. Didn't work on him. We're chicken now.
What are you, shy? I've seen more courage in a poor lot. Die for that. Expulso!
Ooh.
Look what you've done! I know you're done. Expulso! That's mine! To your knees! Well, you'll have to do better than that.
Knew you were still hanging about.
Expulso! Now you've gone too far.
Aha! Back for more. I'm just warming up.
So is she. Alright. I guess it's easier to fight when there's two of you.
Revelio. Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it. Confringo!
There we go. Money is always nice.
Revelio.
Oh. Going back there, Natty.
Book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
Alright. That's not the way.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Of course. Why would she think you wouldn't do that?